Glorious day to you, my friends. Sihukotara, Isahanati Arehata. I'm here at Lake Ontario at Durand Eastman Park at the beach. Today, it's a big energy day. And today is June 4th in 2026. 6 and 4 is 10. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. Today's a 10-10 day, a double Wheel of Fortune day. If you're looking for a sign from the universe, this is it. Today we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about the sacred geometry. We're going to talk about scriptures from the East and the West. We're going to talk about manifestation and blockages, and about clearing our energy field, and we're going to do a water blessing also. So, big day. Let's see how we pull it all together here. The sacred geometry of the vortex. Vesica Pisces is one of the sacred geometry items that after the circle, when the circle divides, it is two circles intersecting. The thumbnail is this Vesica Pisces, and it also happens to be National Hug Your Cat Day, so I'm rebranding it as the Galactic Hug Your Lyran Starseed Friend Day. So if you have any Lyran Starseeds, give them a hug. They need one. So the Vesica Pisces is basically our energetic light body, our energy field. Just like the electromagnetic field of planet Earth, that the energy comes in and goes around. And that's all it does. It leaves our Earth Star Chakra at the bottom, Vasundhara, and it comes up on the outside, and it comes in via Pini, our Soul Star Chakra, and down through our energy center. This is basically Vesica Pisces. Vesica Pisces is also on the cap of the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. Avalon, basically. Which is the main reason why we're doing a water blessing. Plus, I haven't done a video of a water blessing in a while, so we'll work it in. And with this water blessing, we're also going to cleanse ourselves. We're going to remove the obstacles, or what we think are obstacles, and how everything's going to tie in together with the Chalice Well, the water blessing, our blockages, this double Wheel of Fortune. Thus creating a portal in the intersection of the two wheels that we can enter through and leave our past, our problems, our obstacles behind, and walk into our abundance, our divinity, our sacredness. Siakataria, Hartuta, Shayakanara Hatatariataha. One of the things that came up was a Chicago song from 1971, 25 or 6 to 4. It has 6 and it has 4 in it. But what this song is really about, the author, the writer of the song had woke up at 3:35, 3:36, 25, 3:34, 3:35, 25 minutes to 4, or 26 minutes to 4, 25 or 6 to 4. He was experiencing writer's block. He couldn't write. This writer's block represents any blockage to our creative nature, to our creativity, whether it's writer's block or any obstacle that stands in our way. And he started writing the song. And it came to him at a special time. We can think of this time as the witching hour, or we can think of it as Brahma Muhurta, this creator's time. I made a whole series about that flow home, this first light. So let's go to the lyrics for a second. Waiting for the break of day, searching for something to say, flashing lights against the sky, giving up, I close my eyes. This is basically all of us when we're experiencing blockages to anything, when we're letting doubt creep in, when we're letting our own selves get in the way. This is the sign from the universe. The things we wish to create, if we think about how we feel about them, not how we're going to be rejected, not how it's going to fail. What would you do if you weren't afraid? What would you do if you weren't afraid? What does your heart tell you to do? This is your sign from the universe. Staring blindly into space, getting up to splash my face, wanting just to stay awake, wondering how much I can take. This is the epitome of getting in our own way, allowing doubt to creep in. Should I try to do some more? Feeling like I ought to sleep, spinning room is sinking deep, searching for something to say, waiting for the break of day. These ideas, everything on this channel is a permission slip. We talk about everything as an excuse or a permission slip. We're convincing ourselves to not do something as an excuse. And we're allowing ourselves to do something. We're giving ourselves permission to do it. When we're in the presence of who we really are, we need no excuses. We need no permission. We are in the presence of creativity, of grace. We're in the presence of God. We are the God self, our true authentic self at that point. 25 to 6 to 4 is about us being humans, about what the songwriter's meaning, this blockages, and breaking through it in this liminal space right before dawn breaks. This Brahma Muhurta, the space of the Creator, up before anybody else is up, allowing ourselves to be our true authentic self. Now we got here the Brahma Vihara, or the 4 royal stars from the previous video. The thumbnail of today has these 2 starbursts at the 2 intersection points of the Vesica Pisces. This represents Antares and Aldebaran, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Michael. These 4 pillars, the Brahma Vihara, this Maitri, this loving kindness, the equanimity, the compassion, the karuna, and the mudita, the joy. These are 4 aspects. And we're going to translate some things through the lens of the Brahma Viharas to give it more meaning, more appropriate to this video here. So we've got the alignment. We're going to translate everything through alignment, devotion, love, and abundance. These are the 4 things that we're talking about. We can call this upeksha, this equanimity, as alignment with our true authentic self, alignment with our heart center, or even alignment with God or the Creator within. We don't have to stick with the Abrahamic religions and the idea of God, this consciousness, this true authentic self, are all other words for oneness, consciousness, God. And alignment is us connecting with our true self, us being our true self, living as our true self. It's Gabriel reminding us that this separation is merely an illusion that we've chosen, but we can choose this alignment and presence just as easily. Devotion, Aldebaran, this devotion to our true authentic self, this devotion to God, if you will, this devotion to Brahma, the Creator within, our creative nature. Archangel Michael, this funnel of the vortex leading to our abundance, funneling everything that we wish to manifest down to us. This doesn't flood. Our emotions are the things that flood. This emotion, our emotions, when they're overwhelming, we're all human. We all experience this, the overwhelming emotions, being overwhelmed about anything, about the obstacles, the frustration. Through presence, on this 10-10 day, this portal, we can see what this really is. And we can move past our obstacles. What's holding us back? What's stopping us from reaching out? What's stopping us from creating? What's stopping us from being our true authentic self? Moving past that. This is all what surrender and release are all about. And what Archangel Gabriel is talking about. This equanimity, which is our true nature. And then we go to Regulus in Leo. Delirance. It's talking about the loving kindness in our heart center. It's talking about courage, being of the heart. The center of the vortex, who we really are, living as our true authentic self. Keeping in mind, keeping the devotion of who we really are, the love of who we really are. Our love of God, our love of Source, our love of our creative nature, and our devotion to that. And the abundance. When we first start manifesting, we think abundance is this magical thing. We think that abundance is deeply tied to our thought form and the exact rituals of how we manifest. That's a lot of work. And that's complicating the whole thing. But if we keep it spiritually simple and use the KISS method, abundance is our birthright. Abundance is our true nature. Abundance is the simplicity of it. When we get out of our own way, abundance is, that's West. Abundance is Antares, Archangel Uriel, the light of God, the light of our true essence. Om Purva Swaha. The manifestation as our true authentic self. This expansive dynamics of the universe, of reality, flowing to us. We don't have to see it as a storm above us. It can be funneled down into us as abundance. It is already flowing to us. We just don't see it that way. But we can see it that way. We are always 100% successful in everything that we do. because what we give out to the universe is what we get back. That's it. We overcomplicate it when we first start manifesting. We think that it's our fault that we're not manifesting correctly, but we are. Our mind just sees it as an obstacle because we are tied to the outcome of it instead of the process of it. Manifestation itself is love, is devotion, is alignment, is abundance. It is all four of those things. When we are in love, when we are in joy, when we are in equanimity, we are in abundance. That is it. That is it. Now, in the next segment, another 6-4 of relevance is coming from the West, from the Old Testament, or from the Torah. Deuteronomy 6:4 starts the Shema Yisrael. It is what is inside every mezuzah and every door to a Judaic home. It contains Lord thy God is one. It's talking about the oneness of God, but we can translate this through, and the entire Shema, through the lens of equanimity, abundance, devotion, and love. And this is the truth. This reframing of the energy is about walking and sitting in devotion all the time. No matter what we're doing, we can be in alignment. This is living with God, being with God, sharing it with our family. When we see ourselves in this light of divinity, that is our inward sight to it. It becomes our outward flow of who we really are. It becomes our life. It becomes how we talk to other people. It becomes how we interact with other people, which is exactly why Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras and why Ashtanga is all about the yamas and the niyamas, the first two rungs of the ladder of Ashtanga. How we see ourselves and how we see other people, how we interact with ourselves and how we interact with other people. This is what the Shema is all about, by doing so from a divine point of view. And then when we go to the Atharva Veda and we go to 6.4, it's 3 simple lines. But these 3 simple lines, the traditional translation fits well. But when we view it through the 4 royal stars, through the Brahma Vihara, when we view it through abundance, devotion, love, and alignment, it becomes so simple. May speech become divine, or maybe how we see things, say things, and act. Good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, may they become divine. May hatred be led away, which is all of our obstacles, which is every imprint that we have in our energetic field, no matter if it's bad or if it's good, or if we classify it as good or bad. And by good or bad, we simply are classifying it as, I want less of this, I want to stay away from this, or I want more of this. These imprints influence our decisions, but if we see them through the lens of, this is what I prefer, they help formulate how we prefer to experience things and what we prefer to create. Instead of, I don't want this and I want more of that, What is going to help us be more of ourselves? Be more fulfilled, be more aligned, be more loving, be more devotional, be more abundant. That's it. And then the last one, may the heart become wide. Sihakutora arhana ekayara tatata. Sohutor hushana awahasikiara hatata. This is exactly the divine flow as we bring forth and let it flow in, through, and around us in every way and everywhere and every when. And then on the breath out with intention, send out this energy into every aspect of our awareness. And therefore our heart becomes wide. Our heart becomes every aspect of our awareness. And our true authentic self simply is everything that we're experiencing and everything that we see and observe. That's it. That's all these two things are. Traditional translations frame them as I'm reaching out in from separation into the divinity, asking the divinity to do us a favor. But when we're in the presence, when we're in grace, when we're in love, when we're in alignment, when we're in devotion, abundance is our true, authentic self. We cannot help but be the creative force of the universe, of the universe. So connecting the dots here, the sages, the gurus over time, they weren't just chanting the Artha Veda. They spoke it over water. Atta, Atar is fire. The Artava or the Artavan are the priests of the fire, just like you. The priests of the creative force of the universe, the inspiration of creation. That's all the holy fire is. It is not this mystical force that is out there. It is this mystical force that we don't fully understand that is inside of us. It is this ineffable nature of our true authentic selves that is already inside us, that is already 100% successful. That's it. The priests spoke these rituals over fire, over water, over the elements, like we're going to do in the water blessing. And just like 25 to 6 to 4, when we're stuck staring blindly into space, we're going to get up and splash our face. We're going to touch the water. We're going to cleanse ourselves with the water of all these ideas of separation. Let's see if I can get some blood flow back in my leg, so when I walk over there to the water, I'm not tripping. Because I sit here in easy pose on a block in meditative form. As we try to get up, and we come over to the water. Let us see. Let me try it this way. As we flip the camera around, can we flip the Okay, we're going to do it one-handed. And into the sun. The water is not that bad. Okay. So maybe pause the video. Maybe write down what you wish to release. And maybe write down what you wish to bring forth on this 10/10 day, in this portal, from the heart center, from the Brahma Vihara. Siyukatara Ashana Hatiyarata. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us, in every way and everywhere and everywhen, as we enact the law of one. So the Lord our God is one. And we ask the holy fire to flow in, through, and around this water in every way and everywhere and everywhen, bringing all water to us from every location. Unifying it all here in this present moment. In presence. And we ask the holy fire to bless this water, to consecrate this water, to sanctify this water. In every way and everywhere and everywhen. And that every droplet of water that flows between my fingers blesses all water everywhere, in every way, and everywhere, and everywhen. And when we bless this water, we're blessing everything, everywhere. We're blessing ourselves. And as I bring this water to my forehead, washing away what no longer serves, all obstacles, cleansing, purifying, sanctifying. And so it is. Now let me see if I can get back. And as we tie things up, we seal them. Okay. Now we come to the most the classical. Right before I was leaving to come to the beach, they started saying, "I can see clearly now, the rain is gone." It's a Johnny Nash song from long ago, but it is so appropriate when we clear our energy field. When we clear our mind. When we clear our thoughts, our words become clear, and our deeds become clear. Our work is merely that of alignment, that of devotion, that of love, that of I love it when that happens. Of abundance. Curious souls being attracted. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Check the description below. It has plenty of details. Because this alignment is the mind and the heart, unifying the heart, which is the Lord is one. Fix these words of mine in our hearts, in our minds, and tie them as symbols with our hands and our foreheads. Talk about them with this devotion. Talk about them when you sit at home, when you lie down, and when you get up, and teach them to your children. The devotion and the love Love is the Lord, our God, with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength in abundance. Then I will rain on your land in its season, so that you may gather your grain, your new wine, your olive oil. I will provide the grass in the fields for your cattle to eat, to be satisfied. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All the bad feelings have disappeared. Here's the rainbow I've been praying for. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. $31.31. This is what they provided. From my heart to yours. Iskana hatita harutaha. Shaya katara tanaria hatita hatara hotatoro hota. What are you going to do now that you're no longer afraid? Iskana hatara hatara hursonodo. This is the sign from the universe. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on, my friends. Shine on from your heart center. Shine on with your heart center. Shine on as your heart center, your true authentic self. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Sekotora ara hiskanahaya tata. It's 108. Tsianahatariata. Ombur purva swaha. Yeah. Siakanahara taha.